Tammy. If you OGs know who I am, then you know. You're in the know, right? But if you don't know who I am, my name is Tammy. I am an expat from Orlando, Florida, who currently lives in the great capital of Cambodia, Phnom Penh. And this is one of many, many restaurants that they have in the city. And today it's been raining the last few days and I haven't been able to get out. Today I was able to get out a bit, running around on the hot streets, right? I mean, it's cloudy and cool, but yeah, it's still a little muggy. It's like, I'd like to dip into a nice little cool shady restaurant and give you a little bite to eat, right? Hey, Lily, of course you know you're numero uno, girl. You're always number one. I love you. So yes, welcome in to lunch with me at a place called Elia Greek Restaurant. I was feeling Greek. I look a little Greek. Okay. So I got something light. I got this homemade lemonade for $2. And I did vegetarian, but it came with all this like pita bread. I already ate most of it, but they gave you 4 pieces of pita bread, and they gave you, I'll show you what's left. It's like eggplant mixed with olives, feta cheese, onion, parsley. It's very light and very good. You can see what's left of it. So you're just supposed to like sprinkle that on top of your little baked bread. And yeah, very light, very easy. This was $4. I mean, it's a little pricey in here because this is near the touristy area, but I like the atmosphere. Okay. I'm still walking out for $6 and I'm loving it. Yes, ma'am. You know it. You know it. All right, let me get back. Okay. Let's see. Okay, interesting. Let me get to your comment. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. This is part of the restaurant. So join me for lunch, number 10. We're hanging out. You're going to hear some, I don't know, discotheque music coming out of this box. I can't really help it, guys. It's just the way it is. But yeah, it is a Greek restaurant. Phnom Penh style, man. I got this big old, look at this. I got all this to myself. It's super cool. Okay, Scott, that's an unusual comment, but I'll take it. Yeah, thanks, Billy. I'm enjoying my lunch. Hey, Maven's in the house. Hey, Maven. Looking forward to catching up with you, girlfriend, on Sunday. Sunday. We're gonna do our little Women's Day thing in Cambodia. Somebody else says hello. What does that say? Raja from India? I don't know Indian, man. Okay, another person says hi. Is it Ann Kids? Hello, Ann Kids. No, we're not in Vietnam, Eddie. We are in Cambodia. Check it out. We are in a Greek restaurant, and I'm chilling at table number 10 with you guys. So yeah, enjoy the view here. Yeah, from India. Okay, cool. Eddie says, thank you. You're welcome. Sunday fun day. It's Sunday fun day. Yeah, so, person I know out here, Maven, by the way, she's on this channel a lot. She helps me out with a lot of the commentary because I need all I can get, okay? And she invited me out to this Starbucks coffee tasting thing. I haven't had coffee in a minute, so I've been sort of weaning myself away from coffee. Not that I don't like coffee anymore. I love coffee. But I've been like exploring options. Like I really like matcha tea now. I'm getting into matcha tea. And of course, I love all the different juices. This is a homemade lemonade, by the way. So, expanding my taste buds. So that coffee, even a little taste of something is gonna kick my ass. I just know it. And I'll tell you what else is really good. At this Greek restaurant, I ordered the eggplant with feta cheese. That's what you're looking at. It's got feta cheese, eggplant, olives, Mediterranean dish. It's super, super bomb good. They have a nice light dressing on it. I just wanted something light, nothing big, So yeah, if you guys are curious about Phnom Penh, Cambodia, that's what this live stream's all about. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can about the cost of living out here. If you're curious about apartments, visas, healthcare, I'll answer as much as I can. I'm not the all-seeing eyeball, okay? I've only been here a year, a little over a year. It was a year in January. But, I think I know enough where I can say, hey, you might want to do this or you might want to not do this. So yeah, and also don't be shy. I'll get to your comments in a minute, but let me know where you're hailing from. Where are you coming in from? I got to know. Are you from the United States? Are you from Europe? Are you tuning in from Southeast Asia? Are you from South America? And then, narrow it down. Let me know, if you're in the States, let me know your city and your state. I'd be curious. I'm from Orlando, Florida. So if you guys are new in here, I'm from Orlando, Florida. And I can't help the music, so if you're hearing all this discotheque kind of stuff, we're gonna be jamming in the Greek restaurant. Oh. Okay, enough of that silliness. Let me get back to your comments. Looks like Laos. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess I've been to Laos. I've been to Luang Prabang, and yeah, I guess it does look a little bit. Yeah, Greek food. Jamie James in the house. Yeah, man, it's about all gone, ain't it? Came with some really good pita bread. As you can see, I ate down to the crust. That's it. But yeah, what a groovy place, man. I got the fans going. I'm sort of in the back 40 over here. I like it though. India. Okay, we got India in the house. We got Dallas, Texas in the house. Yeah, Maven's been here, guys, for 18 years. That ain't no joke, man. She's got me beat by 17 years. I got France in the house. Welcome in. Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. I know somebody from Atlanta, Georgia. He's living here right now. Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks, love to you too. Okay, somebody says they don't like the U.S. that much. Okay, hey, to each his own. We got Detroit in the house. Who's that, Ariel? Hey, Detroit. No, I don't do magic tricks, Vertigo. And greetings from Nan, Thailand. Looks like we're all caught up. Hey, that's something I can maybe learn. Maybe I can one day become a magician and make myself disappear. That would be sort of cool, wouldn't it? Right on live stream. You know how those, who's that one guy who was really, really famous? I don't know if I think he's performing in Las Vegas right now. First name is Chris, maybe? Chris Angel. Is it Chris Angel I'm thinking about? Really good looking guy with dark hair. wears those leather jackets, does all those crazy, you know, now you don't, like the cars disappear and all that stuff. I want to do that, but I want to make myself disappear right on live stream. Y'all be like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Okay, back to it. I got a magic voice? Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, the Emperor has a question coming through. How much did it cost to move there? All right, guys. Now, of course, it depends on you and your lifestyle, but I will tell you how much it costs me to get here. I've got on a plane from Florida. My first stop, Southeast Asia, was Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. That was the first stop. That ticket alone cost me $1,000, and this was back in 2003. And then, of course, I had to get a connecting flight, yada yada, get into Phnom Penh, right? More money. As far as getting set up out here, it's cheap once you're here, guys. I mean, once you get here, and you can rent anything. I mean, anything from. You can go, if you can really, really live like a local, you can get a room out here for about $50. But now we're talking living in with other Khmer people, maybe no air conditioning. It can get very, very, very basic, right? Or you can get a villa, a giant, nice condo, and you can spend up to $3,000 a month. That's up to you, right? Me personally, I'm in the middle. It's just me. It's just little old me. I don't have kids. I don't have a significant other. I mean, my kids are back in the States. They're grown. They're doing their own thing. But I'm here by myself. I'm flying solo. So I just got me a 1-bedroom apartment, private owner. I'm on the 2nd story. I pay $330 a month. Yeah, it comes with a washing machine, a refrigerator, a nice balcony, a king-size bed. I got it all, man. It came completely furnished, got 2 couches in there, super comfortable. Yeah, $330 a month, and then I gave her a first month's rent and a deposit that equals that. So yeah, under $700, moved in. The utilities didn't have to worry about putting them in my name or putting any deposits down, because out here in Cambodia, they do it for you. You know what I mean? Like, well, my landlady, she keeps the electric and the water in her name. And then what she does at the end of each month, she'll snap me a picture of my bill just for my apartment. She'll take a picture, she'll send it to me and say, this is your electric bill. The water's a flat $5 a month, guys. It doesn't matter how much water I use, it's always $5. That's it. So there's no bill for that. I always know it's $5. That's what I pay her. My power can fluctuate. I have 2 AC units in my apartment, and I have a fan. I only run my AC at night, and I run my fan during the day. I just open all the windows up, because I have a bunch of windows. So last month's bill was $49 on the power, you know, and it could be as high as $70. Now, if I ran it 24/7, it would probably cost me about $150, maybe more, to run the power. Or the AC, I should say. And yeah, my Wi-Fi is free, and actually it's gotten a little bit better, thank God. She's made some improvements. It used to be really bad, but it's gotten better. And my phone bill is only $5 for 40 gigabytes. Is that 40 GBs per month? I can go cheaper, but 40 is pretty comfortable. So if I'm out and about and I need extra data, you know, for GPS and maps and what have you, I got it. And I can always carry them over. So let's say I only use 30, I pay another $5 before the expiration date on my phone. Then I carry over the difference, and then, like, let's say I have 10 left over, I get another 40. Now I got 50 for $5. I mean, so what are we talking about? This stuff's really cheap right now. Company. And as far as eating out, I sort of keep to a budget. I like to spend maybe about $7 or less. Oh, excuse me, something got me. $6 or $7 for a meal, and it's easily done. You will not starve, as you can see. I had like 4 giant pieces of pita bread. I had a big old plate of just some light, eggplant mixed with feta cheese at a fancy restaurant in the heart of Phnom Penh. I think it's pretty good. Could I eat cheaper? Of course I could. Depends on what I want, And what else can I think about? Oh, as far as groceries for me is an average of $25 a week. Sometimes it goes higher, depends on what I need. Like last week was $29. So, whoopee, it went up $4. But I'm always under $30 a week. That's why I say it's an average of 25. So I technically only spend $100 a month on groceries. And I cook at home a lot. Like I only go out to eat maybe twice a week. Because I'm living here. I'm not a tourist. I'm not out here eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week. It's different when you're just like passing through, but when you're actually living here, then it's like, I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry to see things, eat things, drink things. Like I'll get to it when I get to it because I've been here over a year, and I'm still finding new places like this one. I'll give you some more looks here while I get back to your comments. Cambo Skunk's in the house. All right, Cambo Skunk. Nice to see you in the house, bro. Oh, geez, Maven, you got mohawk in you? You go, girl. I better watch my scalp. What's an American supposed to look like? Ah, that's funny, Nate. That's true. Yeah, thank you, Cambo. Cambo Skunk. Cambodia is the best. I totally agree. Bomb Hill likes my pigtails. Thanks, you're welcome. Okay, here's a question from Sent My Own Way. Hey, I think I've seen you in the live stream before. Thanks for coming back. So what kind of visa did you have to apply for to stay long term? Okay. Well, for me, I am 56, so I meet the criteria of having a retirement visa, okay? So if you're 55 or older, you can get a retirement visa. If you're under 55, then you can qualify what's called an ordinary or a business visa. It's the same thing. Both of them are the same cost for the same amount of time. My last time I renewed my retirement visa, like last month, it was $170 for 6 months. So I renewed it for 6 months, multi-entry. And if you want to stay, if you want a 12-month visa, you can get a year visa for approximately $300 for the year. So they give you a bit of a discount. Now, why didn't I get the year one? Because I want to save some money on the front end. I mean, it's really just your preference. You can keep renewing as much as you want. I mean, as long as you don't act like an idiot and get in trouble with the law out here, you could stay out here as long as you want, Like for me, I've been renewing every 6 months, and this is this is my 3rd time renewing my visa because I've been doing it every 6 months. So yeah, that's how much it costs. Now, that's just the base price of the visa. So depending on the visa agent that you choose to go to will be the additional fees, because there's processing fees, right? I personally have a chick that I work with that doesn't charge me anything. So yeah, that's a sweet deal. I don't know, maybe she likes me, I don't know. But anyway, you can go to these other places And they might charge you on the low end from like $15 to process your visa, or on the high end up to $50 or $80 to process your visa. So you just have to hunt and search around, get the best deal. Another good thing about visas is that, let me pull this up closer, guys, is that you do not have to make a border run. So unlike these other Southeast Asia countries like Thailand, Vietnam, I think even Laos, I think you have to do border runs, which if you don't know what that means, it means that you have to get on a bus or whatever, and you got to drive to the border. You've got to get stamped out. Then you got to apply for your visa at the border, get stamped back in, and come back in, which is a big hassle. Or go to another visa agent. Like, I know somebody who lives out in Vietnam, okay? And she's on a 3-month tourist visa. Like, they don't have a retirement visa in Vietnam, at least not that I've heard lately. But what she does is she runs to the border every 3 months on her tourist visa. She goes to this visa agent. Her and 10 other people load up in a van. They pay their fees. Everybody runs to the border, gets their stamps, and everybody comes back in. So it's extra money on her end, even though their visas are cheaper. I think they average, what are they running? Last I heard, maybe $25 a month for a Vietnam visa. So she's a little bit cheaper, I think, by the month, but she's making all that extra run, you know what I mean? And just extra expensive paying them to get her to the border and come back and maybe like hang around and stay at a hotel if it takes too long, or get food or whatever, when I could just walk up to my lady and just say, here, just give her my cash, give her my passport, and go home. That's all I gotta do. So it saves me money in the long run and a lot of time. But yeah, that's how much it costs. And again, like if you are under 55, don't worry, you can get in on a business visa. You can actually get that online right away and then extend it after 30 days. But remember, you do have to buy a work visa or work permit. I'm sorry, there's a what do you call them? Business visa and a work permit. This music's fucking with my head right now. Sorry. I'll drop the F word. Yeah, if you don't have both after the first or second renewal of your business visa, then that's a red flag for the government, and they may kick you out of the country. Because even if you're not even working out here, let's say you are retired and you don't want a job out here, but you're not 55 yet, you still have to get a work permit. And it's going to cost you another $150, maybe more for the year, on top of the cost of the visa. So if you are 55 or older like me, you're in a sweet spot because you don't have to buy a work permit. You just get your retirement visa. Now, of course, you can't technically work. You can't, like, physically have a job out here. Like, if I wanted to go teach kindergartners, if I wanted to go do an English teaching gig, I'd have to switch back from my retirement visa to a work visa and get a permit to go with it, a work permit. So, yeah, you have to keep that in mind. If that's what you plan to do, you have to switch everything back. And that could cost some money going back and forth, back and forth. So you got to make up your mind, what am I going to do? And if you're retired on a pension like me, or if you got your Social Security or disability, you ain't got to work, baby, because it's very inexpensive to live out here according to Western standards. You really don't need the extra cash. I mean, what can I say? It'd be nice to have it, but you don't really need it. Okay, back to your questions and comments, and the place is filling up, guys. We got people. We got people coming in. Yeah, people are starting to slide in right now. Thank you, Maven. I am talking about the retirement visa. Okay, Phoenix Rising, welcome into the house. How long does it take to get a retirement visa? I'm 55. It doesn't take long at all. Like my girl, when I give her my passport and the money, she sends it off to the immigration department, and it takes a week and a half. Now you do have to surrender your passport, so don't plan on going nowhere because you're going to need your passport to get out of here. But it takes a week and a half. That's it. Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a discotheque. It just seems a little odd in a Greek restaurant to have this kind of music. I feel like I should be turning up somewhere. It seems like they would have the old-fashioned Greek music. Okay, let me get to some more of your comments while you enjoy this view here. Did I do it in Cambodia? Yes. Well, initially, here's how this works. You can't get a retirement visa online. Just remember that. But you can get it once you get into Cambodia. It's their rules. Don't ask me why. What you're going to do when you go online to their official website is you apply for what's called the business visa, okay? Even though you're going to go for the retirement visa, don't get the tourist visa. Everybody makes up a mistake. If you get the tourist visa, you're screwed. They're going to make you leave the country and then get another visa and then come back in. Then you have to do a border run if you get a tourist visa and you want to stay longer than 30 days. So go get a business visa online, 30 days. Costs like 35, maybe 40 bucks tops, right? Come in the country. Within the 30 days on your visa, go to a visa agent and say, I want to switch it over to a retirement visa. They'll take care of the paperwork. You surrender your passport, give them the money, and you get it back within a week and a half. Then you're stamped over as a retired person. So instead of an EB visa, which is business, you'll be now an ER visa, which is retirement. And that's how they do it, man. And then, like I said, rinse and repeat. Then you can do it every 3 months. They have 3-month visas for retirement. You can go 6 months, you can go 12 months. Depends on how much you can afford to pay, maybe how long you think you're gonna be here, etc. But it's super easy once you get it done. Super easy. There you go. Hope that helps. Let me see what other comments we got going up here. Lady Shino, you're retired. Hopefully you can get a, yeah, you can get one out here. Anybody can. Well, thank you, John. Let's see. Okay, Payne Rick wants to know, have you been in the Philippines? And if so, how would you compare? Well, unfortunately, no, Rick. I have not been in the Philippines. I have a story to go with that. I had a plan to go to the Philippines. I was really close. Like, I was in Vietnam. I was in Da Nang, or Hoi An at the time. And I thought, man, I'm so close. I can just get a plane flight from Da Nang, Vietnam, right into Manila, the Philippines, like literally right across the ocean, right? No bueno, man. I get online and the tickets are all flying me back to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I had to go backwards to Malaysia and then kick back into Manila and then take another flight down to another island or whatever I wanted to do. And I said, that's too much work. And besides that, that costs a lot of money and it's going to take a lot of time and I don't want to do all that shit. So I said, screw that. And I just continued on and I got a direct flight from Da Nang over to Borneo, the island of Borneo. This is my travel days. I'm settled down now. I don't travel as much. I'm here just in Cambodia chilling. So, but I was like a solo backpacker. So that was my travel days when I just hopped the plane straight over to Borneo Island, which is the other half of Malaysia. In particular, I was in, what's the name of that place? Kota Kinabalu. If anybody's ever heard of that, man, that's a story and a half. I mean, the only place that was really nice about Kota Kinabalu was their coastline. They had a beautiful beach coastline, nobody on it. But then they had signs along the beach that said, "Watch out for crocodiles." And I was like, what? There's crocodiles in the ocean? Like, what? So I didn't go swimming. I just walked along the beach because I was freaked out. I said, "There's no wonder there's nobody out here." And then they had a beautiful 5-star resort along their beach, and that was gorgeous. You were allowed to walk the premise. You were allowed to eat at their cafe. So I got a really nice lamb burger and a drink, and it was cheap, man. It was only like $5. And I was living large at a 5-star hotel. But then when you leave that area, and they had a nice mall. I'll give them credit for that because I do like malls. They had a really nice, clean 3-story mall. But once you got away from all that, it sucked. Like, the buildings were all run down. You could tell that they hadn't been painted in 50 years. I mean, it just looked dirty, run down. The city was bad, man. It was in bad shape. And I was like, I don't know why I booked for a month, but I booked a month at an Airbnb, not on the coast there, but deep in the city because it was cheap. And I can see why. My apartment sucked, man. It was so bad. I'll never go back there. So that was my story about Kota Kinabalu. Oh my God, I would never go back there. But anyway, that's how I never ended up in the Philippines. But maybe one day I will. Maybe one day. Back to your questions. Good questions, guys. Good questions. You know who else is running? You are. To enjoy the view here, I get to your comments. Nah, Jack, you know, I had a few beers, but that still didn't help with the atmosphere. It just didn't help with the atmosphere. Dominic says hi. Oh, okay, Faye. Here's a story on that. This lady friend that I met, she's from Australia. She's the one I told you that actually lives out there. She goes back and forth, sees her kids in Australia like I go back to the States. She swears by it. So she's always in Hoi An, right? I met her, I don't know, I was just like researching online. I said, yeah, I'd like to go to Vietnam. And I met her in another country, and you know, we exchanged numbers, and then I mentioned Vietnam to her, and she's like, oh my God, you got to come to Hoi An. That's where I'm at. You got to see Hoi An, you got to see Da Nang. So I was like, okay. So she helped me get the visa and all that and get into the country, and that's how I discovered it. And I will tell you now, I was very impressed with Hoi An, and I was very impressed with Da Nang, okay? Hoi An's got beautiful beaches, man. Oh my God. Crystal white, powdery beaches with big, tall, pine trees, not palm trees, pine trees on the beach. So if you don't want to be in the heat, like laying out, and they got umbrellas everywhere. Let me tell you, every other section down the beach, there's a bar or there's a cafe, and they've got lounge chairs and umbrellas. Some of them, you have to pay for the chair and the umbrella for the day. Others, you don't. All you have to do is buy something off the menu, and it could be $1 bottle of water. They don't care. That's how cheap I am. And then, you can just be out there and just looking at the beautiful blue-green ocean, and they got like the Rocky Mountains kind of jetting out of the water. It's unbelievable. It's like you're in a postcard when you're out on the beach. Then when you go into Hoi An, that's the old town. You go into Hoi An, the river runs there and connects to the ocean. They have the lanterns. They light the lanterns, and the floating lanterns, the candles inside the lanterns. You know what I'm talking about. They're all different colors. They light them up and they float them down the river at night. It's spectacular. It's a beautiful, serene kind of feeling. So you can do that. You can jump around at night. It's all lit up and beautiful. Or you can just hang out during the day. They got markets down there. Not to mention different bars and restaurants and coffee shops off the ass. I'm gonna tell you, coffee's pretty good here in Phnom Penh, but Vietnam's got it going on with coffee. I don't think I could drink it now because I've been weaning myself away from it. But if you add a more extra cream or milk, I think I could handle it. Yeah, so it's pretty good. That's how I found out about Da Nang in Vietnam. All right, Maeve stepping in for me. Thank you, girlfriend. Okay, Shepherds. Chapel says hi. Yeah, curry pot. Yeah, Vietnam has great coffee. They have Vietnamese restaurants out here that are really good. What are we saying here? Okay, Wonderlust Renee. Hey Renee, welcome in to the live stream. I just saw you in here, girlfriend. Let me turn around so I'm not putting the camera on these people. You used to be able to go in here, they got it blocked off. Does Cambodia limit how many times you can leave and re-enter the country when on a retirement visa? No, I've never heard of it. Well, if you get the multi-entry, that means you can come in and go as many times as you want. No problem. Now, if you get the single entry, you're stuck one time. Okay, so I see you asked that again, Renee. Payne Rick, you are a natural videographer and the camera loves you and your voice is easy to listen to, so I predict you will be here a long time. Payne Rick, how'd you even get that name? Are you in pain all the time? I'm pulling your leg, bro. But thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Like I said, this is what I do. I jump on Mondays and Fridays to help you guys out with questions about living here and moving here. In fact, I have a service. I have my own website. If you want that one-on-one personal hold your hand service, like you don't know where to begin with apartment hunting, or you don't want to hassle with trying to find a good visa agent, I can help you out, man. So check out my website, nextstepunknown.me, or you can write me at Tami, T-A-M-I, nextstepunknown.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions the best of my ability. And like I said, if you need help, you can just book me on my website, book a date, book a time. In fact, I'm gonna get with Renee. Renee, I promise, I sent you an email, girl. I'm gonna get with you. I just been super busy, okay? Bear with me, girlfriend, but I'm gonna get with you very soon. But yeah, I've helped other folks out too. I've helped a gentleman, I think he was from Montreal, Canada. He's been here for about 2 months now. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, so if you need any help, and again, if you didn't get all this, you didn't write it down, it'll be in the description of my live stream. So back on the replay, go back and hit the description, and everything will be inside there. Okay. All right, back to your questions. Oh, if I can turn the camera. Boot it. Oh, that is so sweet, Phoenix. Yeah, man, like I said, I'm trying to help people out because I know how it is. I know how it is when I was trying to get out here. And it's scary, man. When you ain't got nobody to hold your hand and you're just trying to do it and wing it all by yourself, you really need some people to help you out. So that's what I do, man. That's what I do. I'm glad you think it's cool. Greg Master. Yeah, I've heard, was it Sikijor Island? I can't say it. Yeah, I would love to visit it. I'd love to visit the islands there, Greg, the Philippines. In fact, the lady friend that I was telling you about from Australia, she was just out in the Philippines 2 months ago, her first time. She raved about it. She was like, oh my God, the islands are beautiful. And she went swimming with the whale sharks. I'm like, I'm not that brave. I mean, I think I'll stay on the boat and just watch. But she went swimming with the whale sharks, bro, in Philippines. So that's one of the things you can do. But she said the only thing she didn't like about the Philippines is the food. She said it wasn't really healthy. There was a lot of fried food. Like she said, it's like they didn't really know how to cook kind of thing. Because like she's used to Vietnam. Like, Vietnam is very health conscious kind of country. They give you a lot of fruits. You can eat very well, or you can get street food. You can eat really healthy. You can get a variety of food, or you can just eat junk right off the street. It's up to you. But she's saying that was the only choice that she saw on the island. It was just fried chicken. Just like all I could get was fried chicken. She only was there for like a week or two, and she's like, I couldn't wait to get off the island and actually get a salad. And I was like, really? That's all they ate out there was fried chicken? That reminds me of the old, what was it called? The Blues Brothers. If you guys know the Blues Brothers, you know this line. Was it Jake? I think his name was Jake. He played Jake. And he goes, I want 2 whole fried chickens and a Coke. I think that's all you can get in the Philippines is 2 whole fried chickens and a Coke. Oh my God, Blues Brothers, I love them. Okay, back to your comments. Yeah, Maven, it feels like 96. Although I'm under this fan. Look at all the fans I got on me, man. Yeah, it's super nice, super nice. Fattening food. If you're in Manila, you have more choices. Okay, so that's what's going on. All right, I'll remember that. Time of the year there so far. Not been there. Oh, my favorite months of the year, Phoenix Rising. Although things have been different right now, we're technically out of the rainy season, but for some damn reason, we've been getting a lot of rain lately. Like just the last 2 days, we've just been getting a lot of rain, which has cooled things down. It's been really nice. I would say my favorite months, because it's breezy, it's after the rainy season, I would say would be November, December, and January was my favorite times of the year. Because it was like the winds were just coming in. They were like 20-mile-per-hour winds. So it was just like an air conditioning throughout the city. It just felt really good. No matter where you were, you had a breeze coming on you, right? Like being under this fan right now. So I would say, yeah, the end of November, December, and January, I think are the best months. That's in my opinion. I like them the best. Oopsie, poopsie. Oh, they got good seafood out there? Okay, boy. Is it Boy Blue? They don't have a lot of ingredients? Okay. Well, that may explain a lot of that. Okay. Oh, okay, Greg. They have healthy food and not promoted in street markets. Interesting. Okay. Okay, TP wants to know, what's the minimum financial solvency requirement to obtain a permanent visa residence there? I just got to a TP. They will tell you online that you have to have, like, at least, tell you something. From me to you, I have never, ever been asked about my pension. They never asked me for proof of income, not since I first got my business visa to get into the country. When I switched it to a retirement visa and the last renewals, nobody's asked me for proof of income since I've been here. Like I said, I have one visa lady that I go to. She's never asked me. So, and if you don't know me, like let's say for instance you guys are new on this channel, the others you already know what I'm living off of, but my pension isn't big, guys. My pension is only $812 a month. Okay, that's not big money, especially back in the United States. I couldn't even live in my freaking car for that money. But I can live here on that and still save. Like literally, I can get by out of that pension money on $650 to $700 a month. And then the rest of that I put away in my savings and investments. Yeah, literally. So I am literally living off of, technically, $650 to $700 a month. Even though on the websites, they'll tell you you need more money. It's really you. It all depends on you and your lifestyle and what you can. And I eat well. It's not like I'm starving out here. Like you see where I'm at? I mean, you see where I'm at, right? I'm not starving out here, guys. You would think I would be starving on that kind of money. I'm not. And like I said, I get good groceries for $100 a month. I could even go cheaper if I was actually at a market. Like, I don't shop at the street markets. I actually go into a Western type. For instance, stores called Super Duper. I love Super Duper. They are super. I have one that's like 2 blocks up the street from my apartment. So I tuk-tuk ride and go up there. And it costs me like $1.25. And then when I come back, it costs 75 cents. Why they charge the difference? I think it's because initially they have to come into my neighborhood and get me. But then when they pick me up at the grocery store, it's right off the road. So it's only 75 cents to get back home. Anyway, $2 round trip. I spend $25 for the week to get my groceries, and I can get either local food there, which is cheap, or I can get Western food, which is going to be more money. If you caught one of my live streams, I think it was the last one, we were actually in a supermarket, not Super Duper. We were in the Eon Mall supermarket. And if you haven't seen it, you can catch it on replay. It shows all the prices in there. I showed the produce, the fish, the meat. We went down some of the aisles with the milk and cheese and all that. So you should catch that if you're curious about the prices out here. Or not. Just go to my playlist where it says live streams. I put them all under there. And you'll see the one where it says, let's go grocery shopping. That's the one I'm talking about. Back to your questions. Very good questions, guys. Very good questions. They have any nice spas there, like in Thailand? I don't know. I don't really go to the spas, but I have seen a lot of nice ones. Okay, TP. Yeah, I like I said, if you need my help, hit me up. I'll get you out here. Yeah, Sass, grocery store fun. Okay, lady. Yeah, you go. Okay, Studio wants to know your monthly income versus your expenses. All right, let's see. My rent and utilities are under $400 a month. Like last month, I got a message here. I was like $385 for my rent and utilities last month. And then add another $160 between food and transportation. That's groceries and transportation. So what are we looking at? It was like $380, $480, another $50 was $530. And then going out, well, here's the thing with I usually use cash when I go out to eat twice a week. So I only have to take $100 out of the ATM once every 2 months. Yeah, my money actually stretches 2 months. So every other month I'll take out $100 extra to cover, like, coming out to restaurants and stuff like that. But yeah, so like I said, about $650 to $700 all in. sometimes less, sometimes, more. It just depends. But I can live under that. I can stash an extra $100, $150 away every month. Um, and then, I save up. So when my visa renewal comes around, I got the cash. I just pull out of my savings. Um, I'm living good. I'm living better now than I ever did back in Florida. Like, I don't have a car, bro. I never thought in a million years I would say I would never own a car. I used to love to drive. I mean, when I was 15, I was behind the wheel. I loved driving a car, right? But as I got older, I was like, I don't love the expenses of a car. And the good thing about being out here is like, if you want to drive, you can buy a moped or a motorbike or whatever they call a scooter for maybe $1,500 brand new, or get a used one. You can buy cars or trucks out here. They range anywhere from brand new, like 25,000 to 60,000, if that's your thing. If you want to be brave enough to like face the traffic out here. But me, I like the tuk-tuks. They have a Grab app. They have Grab. They have other things that are similar to Uber. I can't think of them all right now because this music's driving me nuts. But anyway, yeah, like I said, you can get, it's like having a private driver on speed dial, and I don't have to pay the gas, the insurance, the maintenance, the license, or the registration. I just hop in the tuk-tuk and I go. And I pay the dude what it says on the app, I don't have to haggle. I freaking love it. I love it. And that's how I've saved so much money, because I don't own a vehicle. That's the key, bro. That's the key, is don't own a vehicle. Okay, Studio wants to know what province and country. Well, I'm in Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Thank you, Maven. Do they have any decent karaoke places out there? Everybody does karaoke. You want to know something? I hear karaoke at least once every 2 weeks outside my apartment window. That's what they do out here, guys. Like, karaoke's a thing. People buy those big ass boombox speakers, and then they get out. Some of them are really good singers. I have to give it to them. I enjoy listening to them. And then others, you're just like questioning your life, thinking, this guy must be really drunk and brave. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. But I know everybody be booing me, man. Yeah, Renee. Yeah. They got cars. You don't have to get in tuk-tuks. There are cars that you can jump into. They are more expensive. So if I got something here that was, let's say, a $3 ride by tuk-tuk, the car is going to be double. Maybe it's slightly more. So you're looking at one way $6, but you can get one of them if that's your thing. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, compared to the United States and how much it costs to get an Uber or a Lyft out there, it's still way, way cheaper. Studio, I'm actually in an apartment. Yeah, everybody sings on their microphone. You got it, Maven. Yeah, Boy Blue, it's simple living, man. Simple living. Get comfortable here. Okay, going back on the live stream, I'm just trying to find some questions I might have missed. Thank you, Lady Shino. Okay, Bodia Spa, Maven. All right, keep that in mind. Oh, Boy Blue wants to know, is there any bad experiences you've had? Honestly, I don't think so. I think over the year, I haven't really had any bad experiences. Well, I mean, not anything to be really super upset about, I guess. Well, I mean, there's just some stuff that like sort of annoyed me. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it annoyed me. Like, for instance, I was trying to get a tuk-tuk ride from the mall, okay? And it was busy. I think it was right around the Chinese New Year thing going on, and it's always crazy. You have to wait longer to get your ride, blah, blah, blah. So it says my guy's coming because I can see it on the map, and it says he's there. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I start walking out of the mall, and I'm looking for the tag number. I got all the tuk-tuks lined up, and I'm looking at everybody's tag number. So I don't see my dude. And then I look on my phone on the map, and it says that he already has me, and he's driving away from the mall. And I'm like, what the? He doesn't have me. I'm not in there. So I started laughing. I was like, okay, never mind. Maybe he picked up the wrong person, which is what happened. And I was trying to cancel the ride, but the app wouldn't let me cancel the ride for some reason. So I go into the ice cream store. I go back in the mall. I go to the ice cream store, and I'm asking this guy. Luckily, he spoke some English. I said, man, what is going on? I can't cancel this ride. This guy picked up somebody else. They're on my dime. So he called. You can call through the Grab app. He called the tuk-tuk driver, and he's rapping to him in Khmer, right? And he's like, yo, you got the wrong person in Khmer. And the guy's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. So evidently, he tells the other guy behind the ice cream counter that he's coming back. He's going to drop the person off that he picked up by mistake, I guess, in the middle of the road somewhere, and then come all the way back to the mall. He was like 15 minutes out at that point, so I had to wait another 15 minutes. I said, okay, at least he knows he's got the wrong person. So I wait 15 minutes. He comes back. I get into the tuk-tuk. I match the tag. I said, okay, you got me, I got you, we're good. He don't speak no English, and that can be a little annoying, so you have to deal with that. But I was like, okay. And then he's showing me his phone with the location that I wrote on it. In other words, asking me, is this the right location? So I'm showing him my phone with the location. We're matching up. I said, yeah, that's it. Go. So then we get on the road. This was one of the worst tuk-tuk drivers I've ever had since I've been out here. He was an older guy, so I feel for him. Maybe he was new. I don't know. But, the tuk-tuk drivers out here are pretty good at driving, weaving through traffic and getting around like slow vehicles. They're good at that. They'll get up on sidewalks and they'll zoom around cars and everything. This guy wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He would purposely stay behind all these slow trucks and vehicles. I don't know if he was scared. I don't know what the deal was. But let's put it this way. By the time I got home from this mall, it was an hour and a half drive. It should have only been at tops a 45-minute drive with traffic. It took me an hour and a half to get home that day. I was so exhausted. And said, oh my God. And then, on the app, they ask you want to rate your driver. I was like, I don't want to I'll give him 4 stars instead of 5. And I just wrote down that he made a mistake, picked up the wrong person. And then, he's a very slow driver. I had to give him a review like that because maybe that'll help him improve, But yeah, that was like one of the bad experiences I had out here. That was just an annoyance. But I mean, either way, I got home, It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, back to your questions, guys. I'm out on this speakerphone. Yeah, $3 to $5, Maven. And Jay Tan's like, yikes. T. Patrick's in the house. $25. Oh my God, you can go from here to Timbuktu with that kind of money. That'd be a long, long drive. Yeah, Phoenix Rising. I was there too. I was in Thailand and I used Grab a lot too. Yeah, private taxi, Maven, 25 bucks. Oh, okay, Lily. You were asking about any deportees. Have I run into any deportees and have they asked you for help? No, I haven't. I haven't run into anybody and I haven't had anybody ask me for help. So I don't know. Is that a thing now? Where are you? Are you in Dallas, Texas? Is that a thing now going on? Guys, I don't keep up with the U.S. news that much. I mean, I've heard a little bit things here and there about Iran and all this stuff, but honestly, my mental is a lot clearer and a lot better when I stay away from the news. So I get the news from you guys. If there's something very important that I know, you guys usually tell me. So I don't even look at the news. I'm just like, if it's super important and I need to know about it, my peeps on YouTube are gonna tell me, so that's all I know. Okay, let's go back. So public safety is good? Yes, TP, very good. Okay, backwards. Let me see other questions while Maven's jumping in, helping me out here. $2 more than a tuk-tuk? Okay. And Cheeto asked, did I like Disney? I grew up with Mickey Mouse. Okay. Let's put it this way. Like I said, I'm from Orlando. And that's the land of Disney World. And you know when Disney World was built? The same year that I was born. That's why I said I grew up with Mickey Mouse. I was born in 1970, and that is the year that Disney World opened up in Orlando. So I have been to Disney World more than I can count. Growing up as a kid. Then when I became an adult, had my kids, I took them to Disney World. Like, it's like an institution, you know what I mean? More than I can even ever care to do. I don't want to see Mickey Mouse anymore. I'm done with Mickey. Spicy foods that I've eaten? I like the red peppers out here. Who was asking that? Knight Gasper. I like their little red peppers out here. I know it sounds like really dangerous, but it's a kind of spicy that, like, you put it in your food, it gives it a kick, but it doesn't like linger in your mouth. So it stings you for a little bit and then it just goes away. But yeah, Indian food, I love Indian food, and they have a lot of good Indian food out here. In fact, when I was in Kempot, if you missed my last video about Kempot, check that out. It shows all the scenes from when I went to Kempot, Cambodia. I went to an Indian restaurant there because I was craving Indian food. And man, it was so good. I ordered 2 big dishes. I can't even tell you the names of them. One was orange colored, one was yellow. Because, you know, the spices. And then they give you the naan bread that goes with it. And then I had some chai tea over ice. Oh my God, it was so good. I pigged out. My eyes were bigger than my stomach, because by the time I ate all that, then I had to walk back to my hotel room. I was like wobbling down the road going, oh my God, why did I eat all that food? And it was spicy and I loved it. But the chai tea takes the sting away from it. You're a Betty Boop guy, okay. So let's see. Somebody loves Indian food, all right. Oh, the spinach dish. Yeah, Phoenix Rising, it is good, man. All right, Maven's dropping the tea over here about the airport. Thank you. You're in a Middle Eastern food kick. The men aren't too bad either. Renee. Girl. Yes, there's Middle Eastern food out here. Besides Indian food, they've got Pakistani food. I'm trying to think of some places. It's mostly Indian, but I have seen some Pakistan food. So there are Middle Eastern places out here, yes. I guess to each his own. Bonjour. I'm trying not to put the camera on anybody. Let's go this way. Studio Fufu says, I'm Cambodian. Only thing is a border dispute with Thailand. Yeah, but everything seems pretty good. Who's this kid? The news sucks. Yeah, right, Boy Blue? Renee's staying at the Marriott? Okay. Yeah, the new airport is far. Oh. Comes the lady collecting bottles. Is my house haunted? That's a strange question. No, I haven't seen any ghosts. Studio wants to, is it easy to live only with English? I think so. I mean, there's a lot of Cambodian people out here that do speak English. So if I run into some people that, we can't communicate too well, then there's always the Google Translator, which I know is very superficial, surface level kind of conversation, but it's there and it's useful. So yeah, I've been getting by on English, like restaurants like this. The waitresses, they speak English. Now, you go out to a rare Khmer mom and pop kind of family-owned restaurant, they won't speak English. I went there not long ago. I was off a busy road. I was just pulling over to get some Khmer food. Cheap deal, man. $2 for the meal and the drink. You can't beat that. But I didn't want rice. This is when I first got to Cambodia. I was trying to tell the lady, she didn't speak English, I didn't speak Khmer. I was trying to tell her no rice, right? And then she just looks at me and she goes, we have rice. She said, rice? I said, no rice. And she goes, rice? I said, no rice. And she kept saying, rice? And I was trying to tell her no. I said, I want the pork, but no rice. And she goes, rice? I was like, oh boy. So I said, you know what? I give up. Just give me what you need. So she gives me the pork with the rice. And I just ate a little teeny bit of the rice and just left the rest on the plate. So I have learned not to ask for no rice. Just get it with the meal and just leave it on the plate. That's your best bet. That's the only way you're going to get around it, because they don't understand really when you say no rice, because everybody eats rice out here. So they look at you a little crazy, why do you want rice? And I'm like, no rice, no rice. This music is driving me nuts, guys. We're going to have to wrap this up pretty soon. 007, hello from Ocala. Hey, Ball Striker, what's up, bro? Kyle says they'll reuse it. They might, who knows? Okay, TP wants to know, does it rain a lot? What's the typical yearly average rainfall? Does it cool down a bit? What's the average temp? Well, I'm not a weather lady, even though I play one on TV, but I'm silly. I'm silly. Just put this here. So what's the first question? Does it rain a lot? No. The rainy season's maybe 3 months, 4 months tops. And when we say rainy season, it doesn't mean it rains every day, all day, right? It only means like you'll get a big downpour, maybe a couple hours, maybe 1 hour, and then it quits, and then the rest of the day is sunshiny. So it's not an all-day, everyday rain, right? What's the second question? What's the typical yearly average rainfall? I don't know. I'm not Wikipedia, so I don't know that one. Does it cool down a bit? Yes, it does. It does. Like, the coolest I've seen it, it's gotten down to 69 degrees in the morning. And that was like during I would say it was after the rainy season when we had a lot of winds coming in and then the weather would cool down. I woke up one morning early. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning and it registered at 69 degrees and I was freezing. It was really cold because when you're used to the heat and humidity and then it's 69 degrees and you're like, oh my God, I'm freezing. Okay, and what's the average temperature? 80, probably upper 80s Fahrenheit would be average. Some days we can hit like 98 degrees out here, and then like I said, it can go down to 69. But during the day, it could be anywhere from 75 degrees in the morning all the way up to 98 degrees during the day. At the night, of course, it cools down. It's tropics, man. I mean, this is not Minnesota. You ain't feeling Minnesota out here now, okay? If you are, you're in the wrong place. Good question. Alice, oh, you're from North Florida? Is it much different where you are? I'm a bee. North Florida is cooler than Central Florida. I'm from Central Florida, and I've been to North Florida, and I noticed the weather's cooler. So you're going to, like weather right now with a fan, this probably will feel like North Florida to you. But I'd say in general, the answer's no. So think about being in Central Florida in the summertime, if not South Florida. That is really what Phnom Penh is like. But the humidity is higher. Like, you're gonna sweat on days where there's no clouds, no rain, and there's no breeze, and it's just sticky and hot. You're gonna sweat your balls off, baby, if you got balls, okay? Fred's in the house. Oh my gosh, Fred. You tuning in from the cornfields of southern Indiana? Yeehaw. How much corn have you shucked today, Fred? Welcome in, Fred. Hot like LATP? Okay. Yeah, Maven. Yeah, you're talking about the bills. Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah, Michael MC, that's exactly what I do. I have a Visa credit card, it's my travel credit card. I connect it to the Grab app, and I don't haggle with any of the Grab drivers. So not only do I have that convenience, but I get travel points from these Grab app rides that I take. I get the travel points. So even though I have an American credit card, and I'm in Cambodia using it, I'm getting the travel points, which I can of course utilize down the road when I book a plane ticket somewhere or whatever I'm gonna do. And then I treat my credit card like a debit card. So every day when a charge comes in, I just pay it off. I got it connected to my checking account, I just pay off my credit card. I've learned with credit cards to treat them like debit cards and never spend more than you have because you get in trouble. Like, I'm way out of debt and I'm staying out of debt. It's a good feeling too, buddy. It's a really good feeling to be out of debt. It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I love this wall. I love how they do this. It'd be cool to do this in my apartment. It's really cool how they did that. The lamp's pretty cool too with the lights. Alice says it's Friday, 4:30. What day and time is it there? Yes, right. It's Friday at 4:30 afternoon. That's what Maven said. I live here and never had a problem with the hacking button, each their own. Okay, Michael, I don't know what the hacking button is, but okay. Oh, okay, Renee, you say you pay cash. Oh, you're welcome, Fred. Let's see if I missed anybody's questions here. We'll do maybe 15 more minutes, guys, and we'll wrap this up. Salad with no dressing. And you had some conversations going here about money earlier, didn't you? Oh, Cal is in the house. Hey, Ball Striker, what's up? Oh, Indian Lassies are your favorite, Renee? I'm not a big fan of them. They're okay. I tried one. I wasn't a big fan. Yeah, Greek food, man. Greek food's the best. Lebanese food, very good. Oh, yeah, Turkish food. I forgot about that. Yeah, going back on the Lebanon stuff, or the Middle Eastern stuff. Okay, I think we're catching up. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's see. We got questions coming in. Alice wants to know, do they have mental health care and doctors? I don't know about the mental health care part. I'm going to have to assume they do. But they do have doctors, yes. They're not that backwards where they don't have doctors. There's lots of doctors out here. Japanese type Western hospitals. So, yeah, you'll be fine. Plenty of doctors. Somebody wants to know, who's this? Maine Mermaid. Hello, I think I've seen you in this live stream before. Can you please talk about the fun things to do there? Oh, so many things to do. One of them's right now, just sitting and chilling in this Greek restaurant talking to you. But yeah, I mean, like, you got to explain, what is your idea of fun? Everybody's idea of fun is different. Like, do you like to go to museums? There's plenty of them around here. Do you like to do adventure, like outdoor kinds of stuff? You won't find too much of that in the city, obviously, but you can get a bus ride and go to Siem Reap and then walk all over the countryside as much as you want, or you can take a bus down or a train down to the beach and go have fun down there. You can go to Kempot. Kempot's in the mountains where I was. And if you're into the mountain hiking and everything, it's beautiful up in there, beautiful. So yeah, there's fun things to do. They do have some small amusement parks out here. I think there's a water park. I haven't been to one, but I hear there's a water park out here. Yeah. And then, you know, if you're into going to bars, there's plenty of bars out here, guys. You can do karaoke. You can meet up with other expats from around the world. You can make your own fun in this city. And it really is up to you what you want to do. But you can make your own fun. Good question. Do you feel safe to drive a motorbike there on the streets? Phoenix is asking. Hey, Rabbit News is in the house. Pray hooks are the best. Okay. Phoenix, I don't drive motorbikes. I personally would not feel safe doing it. Now, Maven, who's in this conversation with, she dipped out. I don't know. She drives a motorbike and she feels perfectly comfortable with it. So I guess it's up to you. Once you get out here and you see the traffic behind me, like once you get used to the traffic and that's something that you want to do, then do it. Have I seen accidents? Yes, I have. And the majority of people that ride the motorbikes wear helmets. There are handful of people here and there, kids, they don't wear helmets when they're driving around, but the majority of them do wear helmets. I don't know if it's a safety law or something out here. But yeah, me personally, I've never driven a motorbike in my life, so I'm not about to start now on these crazy streets. So that's just not my shtick. And besides, I don't want to own a vehicle. I'm done owning vehicles. I don't want the responsibility of taking care of one and putting gas in it. I'd rather just not. I'd rather just pay a driver to drive me around. And if I need to get out of town, a bus ticket down to Kempa, you know how much that cost me? An air-conditioned bus with snacks for free on the bus cost me $14 round trip. What are we talking about? I don't even need to own a car. So no, but to each his own. If you want a bus, I mean, if you want to drive. do. Okay. There you go. See, Maven's got hers for $1,500. Very good. Have I made many friends living in Phnom Penh? Yes, T. Patrick, I have. I have made a lot of friends out here. So you can too. I mean, it just depends. It depends on where you go, and you can meet up people on Facebook. You'll find expats, especially if you don't know the language out here. It's hard to make Khmer friends because you don't speak the language. If you speak the language, then it's easy, obviously. But like Maven, you speak the language, you know Khmer, so you have Khmer friends. I don't have Khmer friends because I'm very superficial. I don't have, all I know is like hello, goodbye kind of stuff and thank you and yes and no. But you can make friends. You can make other friends that speak English out here very easily. Very easily. Ed Enterprise wants to know, how is nightlife out here? Oh, it is so funny you should ask, because guess what? I'm not going to tell you right now, because I have a video coming out this weekend about the nightlife in Phnom Penh. I hate to plug it, but I'm going to plug it since you brought that question up. So you're going to want to catch my video. So if you haven't already subscribed, you better do it, and you better ring the bell so you get the notification. But yeah, I have a nightlife video coming out, so I hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I can't answer the question now because I want you to see the video. Hi, X. Is it X? X Trolls. Thank you, Alice. Yeah, it is beautiful. I was 20 years younger and went to Thailand. I did it then, but I'm more cautious now. Yeah, I hear you, Phoenix. That's the thing. I hear you. Till next time, bye, Lily. Take care. Aw, thank you, Maine. Maven. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I think since people are dipping out, I think now is a good time to wrap up this live stream. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's joined, all my OGs. I love you, and everybody who's new here. Thank you for coming in and asking your questions and being respectful. I totally appreciate that. I do these live streams twice a week. It's all about Cambodia. So if you ever have questions about retiring out here, jump on these live streams. They're on Mondays and Fridays in the afternoon, Cambodian time. I know if you're back in the States, it's more like early morning for you. I'm sorry. And I can't tell you exactly what time because it all depends on when I end up dipping into a place. I don't know. I just know it's sometime in a Cambodian afternoon time. But yeah, just want to say thank you. And again, if you need help moving out here, you want to check out my website, you need my services, I'm here to help you, by all means. So check me out at nextstepunknown.me or write me at my email, Tami, Tami, at nextstepunknown.com. And don't worry if you didn't have a pen, you can write all this stuff down later, because after the live stream's over, go back and hit the replay, go in the description box, and all my information will be in there for you. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Be nice to strangers. All right? I'm watching you. All right. Take care. Peace out.